Hello and welcome to Deadline Horror News Live, February 16th, 2022. I'm Josh. I'm joined here with Donnie
Hey,
and the Professor Smoke,
what's up?
and we are from the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast. As always, of course, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to the channel down below there and click on the bell to be notified when we upload new videos and when we go live, so that way you won't miss a thing. We want you to become a supporter of the Spook Show by going over to patreon.com/AA-Spook-Show and sign up to become a patron. We have levels starting at $1, $3, $5, all the way up to the crazy $1,000 Spook Show Insanity level, which you need to go check out. But we have video minisodes. Those come out every Tuesday featuring the Library of the Professor. Bonus podcast every month, like Spook Show Rewind and Crapster Piece Theater. That's going to be a new one coming soon. Written articles, Professor's Retro Review articles that go up. Tons more. You see some of the the ways you can find us there, the Patreon, all of our socials there on the screen. But like I mentioned, probably Friday, we will release the second episode of the Spook Show Rewind. The whole premise there is we basically go back to the, to the beginning of the, the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast. We've already done one of these where we went back to the very first episode and we talked about Reanimator. So this time we're going to be going back to episode 2 and give Donnie a chance to talk, watch and talk about Trick or Treat. So that's what you see there on the screen, and that'll probably go up over on Patreon this Friday. So keep an eye out for that. And of course, you want to join us over there at patreon.com/AA-Spookshow to check that out and all the other cool stuff we got coming. I want to remind you that episode 95 of the podcast is out now, and we celebrated Valentine's Day in style with the January Patreon poll winner, Valentine from 2001, one of Smoke's personal, collective favorites there, right?
Oh, of course, yes. Most definitely.
I expected total silence, so I'm glad you said something there. But episode 96 will be out Monday, and that'll be the first of our Cult Corner series, The Warriors from 1979. Now, this was the one that was chosen via another poll, the Cult Corner poll. This is what you chose, was The Warriors. So that is what we's going to be watching.
Yeah, that was a cool episode, man. That was really cool.
Yeah. Now that
nowhere near as good as Valentine. It's not Valentine, but it's all right.
Now, I will say
that's total sarcasm, by the way.
Our episode, our episode on Valentine and of course the Warriors are I wouldn't necessarily say it about the Warriors, but our episode on Valentine is way better than the movie itself. So, you could probably just skip it and come listen to us talk about Valentine.
You'd be doing yourselves a favor.
Yeah.
We're gonna save you the grief and the time.
But like you said, there we have another fun one coming up this Monday, Cult Corner, our first Cult Corner episode where it's non-horror related cult movies, and the one you chose was The Warriors. So that'll be episode 96, and that will come out this Monday, February 21st at 6 p.m. East. Unless you're a patron at the $5 level, you will get it early. You'll probably have it Saturday or Sunday over on patreon.com/AA-Spook So I just wanted to remind you of that. So I guess I'm going to toss it over to you, Donnie, for the latest deadlines and horror news.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're actually going to kick this off with some sad news.
Well, wait a minute. Speaking of sad.
Oh, man.
That works. That works too.
That works too. That was a beautiful segue, Donnie, for the Crapster Piece Theater poll. That's going to be a sad time had by all, depending on which ones you choose for us to watch. You see,
it'll be a sad time had by us for sure.
Yeah. You might have a good laugh out of it, but we're going to be crying. You see the 4 choices there. Go to our socials, Twitter. Go over to patreon.com/AA-Spookshow to vote. You see Mac and Me, the Garbage Pail Kids movie, Cool as Ice, and Star Crash. Those are your choices. So
yeah,
let's get back. Let's get back to the real life sad news. I guess.
Unfortunately, I completely forgot about that slide.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, so Ivan Reitman passed on this past Saturday. It was unexpectedly, he passed in his sleep. producer of Animal House, director of Ghostbusters, and Ghostbusters 2, among many others. You know, like I mentioned, it was sudden. He actually had 8 different projects that he was currently working on. That was either announced or in pre-production. So he was just shocking news.
An icon of his generation for sure.
Definitely.
You can say that about a lot of directors and producers that you may not necessarily have loved or hated everything that they did, but I guarantee you a lot of people that would be listening to us talk about him or watching this would probably agree that you probably liked more of what this guy had his fingerprints on than you hated. So
yep,
it's an unfortunate passing for sure.
Yeah. So that was really what we meant when we this is what we meant.
Yeah,
meant to kick it off.
That was the real horrible news, but crafts pieces of thing too. So
yeah. So another headline: Cursed Films season 2 is coming out on Shudder. Shudder exclusive. If you've never seen it, definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Season 1 covered The Exorcist, Poltergeist, The Omen, The Crow, and Twilight Zone the movie. They're each is their own episode, obviously, but yeah. So season.
I have to say that I watched that first season. I love the hell out of it, but that
was awesome.
That Twilight Zone the movie one that was probably one of the more messed up episodes right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and not to kind of spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's a great series.
Smoke, have you seen it?
Yeah, we watched it, and looking forward to the second one. But yeah, I agree that Twilight Zone episode was a hard one.
Yeah. Out of all of those, they're all like messed up in their own ways for sure. But that one right there is wow. That's a true real life, just horrible tragedy that happened on the set of that movie. Well, what did they have up for season 2?
Season 2 was The Wizard of Oz, Rosemary's Baby, The Serpent and the Rainbow, Stalker, and probably one of Smoke's favorite movies is Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh yeah.
That's not like a Valentine.
I'll be looking forward to that one. I know a lot of stories about Cannibal Holocaust, so I'll be interested in seeing if they have any more on there than the ones I'm thinking of.
So April 7th, it'll be released on Shudder. That'll be good.
Seems like they're breaking format just a tad bit for the Wizard of Oz. Like that. I mean, I get that there's a lot of messed up stories that go along with that, right? And legend and stuff like that, but it's kind of like, what? The Wizard of Oz? How'd that get in there?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I noticed that. A little odd.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's some good stories to be told there, though. Like I said, at least like the urban legends you always hear, right? So
yeah,
that could be very interesting.
Yeah. So back in the summer, we did Summer of the Wolf, but actually, The Cursed is a film that comes out actually in theaters this Friday, Friday, February 18th. So there's a really cool clip where someone is essentially performing an autopsy on a werewolf, and it shows the practical effects, really near and dear to our hearts here. But have either of you guys seen that clip for that?
No, I haven't yet. No, me either. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I did see something about this where I think they're trying to somewhat change the werewolf mythos, kind of like for a new generation, kind of with this movie. So, if we don't get to that one anytime soon, if we do Revenge of the Summer of the Wolf this summer, maybe that's one that we can get in there.
Yeah. I checked it out. It looks pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'll have to go track it down. I saw that it was a thing earlier. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, so I have to go check that out.
Yeah,
and then maybe check the movie out this weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty much rounds it out for headlines. So kind of moving on to fan events. We haven't really had any fan events.
Yeah, we go from 0 to 60 here because really, if you think about it, like the last couple months, really, like since like around Thanksgiving, maybe a little after, there haven't been many conventions and fan gatherings and all that. So I guess because of the holidays and everything, and maybe because of COVID, who knows? But yeah, they're starting to ramp back up this weekend for sure. We found 4 different ones, and the first one you see on the screen there is Connuga 2022. It's called that. Why? Because it's in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So they got real original and called it Connuga. There's a lot of guests there. We looked through the list. There's a lot of guests there, but none that you would probably know right away. It's a lot of authors and like maybe some popular cosplayers and some artists and stuff like that. So it looks like a cool gathering of people and all that, but no real like big name pop culture type stuff. So you can go to connuga.com. Now we did note, Donnie, I think you pointed it out that this one was sold out that you saw, right?
Yeah, I did. So there's whoever's there.
Yeah, despite not having any like enormous pop culture type names, it's sold out. So
it is completely sold out.
That is this weekend, Friday through Sunday, February 18th to the 20th, there in Chattanooga.
Yep. All 10 tickets are gone.
Not too awfully far down the road from Chattanooga is one right around our neck of the woods because we're all based in the Carolinas here. We've got Mad Monster Party, and it's actually in Concord, North Carolina, but I think they kind of consider that Charlotte. It's technicalities. Concord is a suburb of Charlotte, but so if you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, you've got the Mad Monster Party going on. You can go to madmonster.com, and I also think madmonsterparty.com for tickets and information on that. And once again, that's Friday through Sunday, February 18th to the 20th. Guests there include Nev Campbell, who is fresh off the new Scream flick, Kane Hodder, David Howard Thornton, and Damian Leone from Terrifier, Felissa Rose, of course. It seems like she's always around.
Yep.
Curtis Armstrong, Robert Carradine, and many more. Like I think there's 4 different guys from the
Revenge of the Nerds.
The first Revenge of the Nerds film that are going to be there. Smoke, you traveling up for it?
Yeah, we're going to go to that one for Friday and Saturday. We're going to check it out. I know Friday night they got the Mutilator 2 panel with filmmakers involved with that movie. And so yeah, that's going on Friday, only Friday night for that one because they have some events where they're only Friday night or some only Saturday night, and I don't know if there's only Sunday night, but yeah, we were only going to go Saturday, but then we found out that the panel for the Mutilator 2 was only going to be Friday, so we added that second day.
So if you're going to be in the Charlotte area and you're going to go to Mad Monster Party, you need to track the professor down because he will be in attendance. So maybe he'll be handing out some spook show flyers or some kind of something there. The spook show will be present at Mad Monster Party this weekend. So maybe if you see him, flag him down, and then just don't touch him. Don't hit him or anything. Don't paw at him. Just let him be. He'll sign autographs. And almost everybody there will charge you for autographs, except for the professor. So I encourage you to go track him down.
I'm just going to run around trying to see anybody I can my autograph if they want
it. Yeah. You got this whole reverse gimmick going where like you're just offering everybody.
Somebody wants my autograph, right? Yeah. Somebody. No.
I'll sign your street trash poster if you want me to.
Right in the junk. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna
go. Right in the junk hole. That's a throwback. The next convention we got going on this weekend is Pensacon 2022 in Pensacola, Florida. So all 3 of these, old Connuga, Mad Monster Party, and Pensacon are all, not too awfully far. I mean, although Pensacola's a good little ride, but still they're all East Coast, Southeast cons this weekend. Same deal, February 18th to the 20th, so Friday through Sunday. You can go to pensacon.com for tickets and information. Over 130 guests listed, including Nick Castle, Tom Atkins, Richard Dreyfuss, Dylan McDermott, Butterbean, and why not Lou Ferrigno, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and many more. Like I said, over 130 guests. So a little bit of everything for everyone there. So go to pensacon.com for information on that. And the last one we have, Fan Expo Vancouver 2022 in Vancouver, BC, Canada. I don't think that's the first time I've done that. What the hell is
Canada?
Canada. I don't know what the fuck.
Banana.
Anyway, up in Canada there. Go to Fan Expo Vancouver. FanExpoHQ.com/FanExpo Vancouver. If you can remember that, then good for you. February 19th to the 21st. So this one's actually Saturday through Monday, which is weird if we have those dates correct. That's odd.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. Maybe it's what they do up there in Canada. Guests include William Shatner, Ming-Na Wen, the Trailer Park Boys, and many more. So yeah, if you're up in the Great White North there, you've got something going on too. So either down in the southeast or north of the border there, you got plenty of convention whatnots to do.
I have to kind of pop this in here. Talking about Canada, Hero Movie Podcast says that's at South Carolina Education there. So,
yes, South Carolina Public Schools. Trust me, I'm a shining example of it.
Oh yeah, likewise.
But anyways, we've got the box office report for this past weekend. So this is for February 11th to the 13th. I'll go run through the top 5 there. You've got 3 new releases. At number 5, the new Liam Neeson flick, Blacklight. Number 4, down from number 3, Spider-Man No Way Home. Still raking in, man. Like 9 weeks, and it's over $759.3 million domestically. Number 3, once again, open up this weekend, the latest Jennifer Lopez movie, Marry Me. I guess that'll be the biggest horror release of the weekend. Number 2, down from number 1, Jackass Forever. And number 1, first week of release, Death on the Nile. That's one of those all-star cast type of flicks there. I can't think of the detective or whatever that's
Hercule Poirot, isn't it?
Yeah,
Poirot.
Yep, that's it. Yep. It looks pretty good though. I like the first one that they made. Was Kenneth Branagh made a couple years ago. So yeah, that one looks pretty good. So what?
What's number 5?
Blacklight.
Fleshlight? Oh
no,
sorry.
It's just,
whoa.
The way you said it.
No, I said flashlight.
Yeah, I'm moving on.
I don't know what y'all were thinking.
Yeah.
No, it's just the way you said it the first time. I was like, why do you say it like that?
Zeppo's Meat Street. Let's move it along here. Move it along.
Yep.
We've got the new releases this weekend. Now, what you see there on the screen, these are all new releases. These aren't like DVD releases, you know what I'm saying. These are all brand new this weekend. Tomorrow, the 17th, we've got King Knight, which is like a horror comedy. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing, but it's got like Andy Milonakis and all those guys in it. So, yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. But that's a thing on video on demand tomorrow. And then over on Shudder, They Live in the Gray. That comes out. Then Friday, we have 5 releases in various ways. The Long Walk. That's in limited release. The Cursed, which we talked about a few minutes ago. That will be in full release in theaters. On video on demand, we've got 2 releases, A Banquet and Incarnation. And then the big release this weekend on Netflix is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one that I guess we're looking forward to until we watch it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious enough. You know, we'll leave it there. And I'm sure we'll have something to say about that next week because I intend on checking it out. And then next Tuesday, the 22nd, we've got Fallen releases on VOD and DVD/Blu-ray. So those are all your new releases for this upcoming weekend. And one horror anniversary date to speak of. We talked about the anniversary of his passing back in November, but now we're going to celebrate his birthday. Dwight Fry. He'd be what, 123 if he were still around.
Yeah. 123.
But yeah, his birthday on February 22nd, so that's next Tuesday. It's his birthday, so we wanted to mention old Dwight Fry there before we tapped out. So I guess that's pretty much it as far as like the new shit that we had for this week. And there were, I forgot we're bringing the horror again. Crapsterpiece Theater poll, as we mentioned up top there. when we brought you the bad news. Your four choices there are Mac and Me, the Garbage Pail Kids movie, Cool as Ice, and Star Crash. So there you go.
Do we have a front runner yet, or is that?
I think it's too close to call. We still got to count those votes down in Florida, so still we still don't know yet.
Hanging Chads. What's hanging Chads?
So we've got hanging Chads down in Florida, so we don't know yet. But I will just say that I think if you're looking at the screen there, I'm going to tell you that this is leaning left. That's all I'm going to say. So we'll see. We'll see the way it lands. But yeah, we'll see. And that probably won't be this month, but we'll probably be getting to that like early in March. And whenever we finally do get around to that, that will be a Patreon exclusive, patreon.com/spookshow, along with the old Spook Show rewinds and all the other cool stuff we got going on over there. So I guess that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that's all we have here.
Yep, you got all the usual information there. Don't forget about us on Tuesdays over on Patreon. Video minisodes, the Library of the Professor, right here on the YouTube channel every Wednesday night live at 9 p.m. East. Deadline Horror News. You see all of our socials there. So, like I said, don't forget, go vote on the Crapsterpiece poll and help add some misery to our existences by picking one of those. So there you go. All right, I guess that's it. So for Will, who was on assignment yet again and couldn't join us, and Donnie, the Professor Smoke, I'm Josh, and we are from the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Deadline Horror News.
See you guys.
Later.